Alright, today we're putting together a set of GM, it will be Tahoe, Suburban, Silverado seats. It will go from 2000 to 2006. Here's the bottom, the back. You also have your bag of bolts. We'll go through those shortly. Side trim pieces. Alright, time to go through the bag of bolts. Okay, just for one seat, you'll need two of the large bolts. You'll need one, that will be on the opposite side of the two large bolts. They'll hold the back onto the bottom. And you'll have a spacer. Make sure you don't forget the spacer. Your seats will rock back and forth and just jiggle. And last but not least, you'll have a nut, and that's for the seat belt. Okay, first you take your back of your seat. We're going to place it on the bottom of the seat. Put it through the shaft right here. There's a metal hole that it goes right into. And then with the other side you have a bushing. Don't forget the bushing. Bushing goes in from behind. Get your bolts started. Set that all in. And screw it into the bottom base. Start it by hand. Just jiggle it. You'll get it to go. Okay, next all you got to do is torque down the bolt. Alright, now that the one side's completed, we're going to work on the other side. This is a little bit of a pain in the neck. You're going to have to pull up the leather. So you see two bolt holes. There's the first one, and you're still going to go up more. Don't worry, you're not going to rip the leather. And there's your second one right there. So you got two bolt holes. As soon as you see them, bolts go right in. Start them by hand. Put the second one in by hand. And torque those down. Might rip the foam a little bit, but don't worry about it. There it goes, so it'll be fine. Alright, and that completes that. Now you just start folding everything back down. Tuck in your bottom. Now you got to tuck in the leather, and you're going to end up snapping it from behind. That in. And you're all set. Okay, after you tuck that in, you see the black strip on the back and the other black strip. Those two will lock in together. You can snap in your leather back seat. There's a couple little tabs. There's one on the bottom also. It has to be tucked in, and there's a little black pin. Just poke that in there. Okay, next, just take the back part, push it towards the front, and it will lock right in. You'll hear a snap when it locks in. Next you have your wires. You just want to feed them through side of the seat. There'll be a couple connectors to hit. Feed your wire through. Green one's for the heat. Attach those together. There's the green. So now you have heat in the back of your seat. Snaps right in. And next you have your controls for your lumbar and bolster. And also more controls. Okay, next bolt you have to hook up your seat belt. And it goes right to that stud sticking at the bottom. You'll need an 18mm socket. You could use an impact or a hand wrench. Alright, next we have to put on a side trim piece. You're going to need extra room in between, so you want to raise the seat, the bottom of the seat, to its utmost position so that you can snap it in. It's a lot easier. Don't try to shove it in like this when it's in the lower position. Usually during shipping they'll try to make it as small as possible to save you money. So therefore the seat's in the smallest position. You want to get it extended so that it's all the way. There's going to be a lot bigger gap in this area here. Alright, to do that, to power it, you gotta take back this back control here. It has red and black wire all by itself. on the connector, and you're going to put power to it. We have power to each of these probes here. You want to reverse it. It's either going to go one way or another. Now you're getting room in the front. Now we'll get room in the back. Wrong way. There we go. Okay, that's full position out. Now we'll be able to slide the side trim piece right in. Okay, next we'll put the side trim piece in. Don't be shy, this stuff bends so it won't crack. Okay, and then underneath what you have is a bunch of snaps. You gotta line them up with the holes. There's holes in the back, holes in the front. As soon as you line them up, snap them right in by hand. And there's one way up in the front. Snap that in, and you're done. There's one in the back also, real easy one. And that completes the side trim panel. See, what you did is you caused this space in between here, which makes it a lot easier to put the trim panel on. If space isn't there, you're gonna fight it, so don't even bother. Okay, last is the other side's trim panel. Basically, it hides the seat belt where it's attached. One pin, and it hooks on the back. One pin and the back. All right, we're gonna put this on now. Hook it on the back. Find the pin, there's the hole, and another snap, done. And that's the instructions how to reassemble a 00 to 06 GM Chevy truck seat, be a Tahoe, whether it be a Suburban, Silverado, Sierra, also the Escalades, Denalis, it's all the GM truck seats. And that's how you reassemble it.